It's time to rock and roll against the Miami Dolphins. If we win, we're in. If we lose, I think we're still in currently. But if we lose and the Steelers win, then we will have a divisional fight on our hands. We'll have to win next week to win the division. If we win today, we lock up the division. It's time to start. Bulls, Dolphins, starts now. I'll see you at halftime.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Dolphins and the Bulls, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and the world-renowned city of Louisville, Kentucky. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Bulls of Louisville. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final two-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway, Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his fourth NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Tua to throw right away. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Now Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 17 carries, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. A look at the numbers last week for Edwards. 21 carries, 117 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Fielded at the 33. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. Up the middle, Achane. Down at the 25. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it. That is caught. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Achane is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
This taken in at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Justice Hill. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. On play action, here's Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. When you look at this defense, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Jadeveon Clowney. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Here's Tua. Under pressure, they got him again. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 51 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson. And really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I'd go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, that's excellent timing right there. Breaking off the route and being able to hit it right when he stops.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throwing quickly to Wilson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give left side. Here's Achane. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to move back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown.
Again, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Got his target. That's Kohler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Here's Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
He finds Bateman over the middle. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone covers there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Again, Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
He still holds your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Tua, the final shot before half. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you to our... All right, we'll bypass the halftime show.
A first half of incredible proportions. First we go down by 10. First we go down 10-0 early. We get the kick return. The first kick return touchdown. And then we get another one later on. So Jackson 4 of 8, 34 yards and a pick. But, you know, it's Lamar Jackson, a 51-yard touchdown run. The only offensive touchdown for your Louisville Bulls so far. Our leading receiver is is Kohler with 11 yards. So, let's see what we get in the second half. It's time to roll.
We welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's a 2nd and 8. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. On target over the middle to Hill. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run for it with Achane. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
All right, fellas, listen up.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A short throw. This is caught by Cox.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Back to the ground, Achane. Well, he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Flush to his right. Right side and caught by Kohler. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Jackson, option right. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bulls have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Devon Achane in the offense, ready to go once again. He's hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more But I think even more so is offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A run straight ahead with Achane. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tua sets up to pass it. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll give this to Achane. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's Tua. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the fourth. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they enjoy this fourth quarter lead, starting out 1st and 10 now following the missed field goal. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Off the option, here's Edwards. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Good gain there on first down. That keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Jackson dumps it off to Edwards. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. In motion left goes a tight end. Edwards is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Jackson will keep it. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bulls are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And off to Achane to begin the drive. Strong running at the 30. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On second down, it's Edwards, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Throwing Tua. Throw caught by Achane.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Tua. Achane gets it from the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go. First and goal. Here's Tua. They'll run. Achane.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Now Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Tagovailoa. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Back to throw is Tua. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Escapes the defender. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This is first and 10. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds to stop the clock. He gets it first, but just 10 seconds remaining. Throwing, Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. They'll come up now on second down. Jackson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final
We lose
comes
in
up
devastating
empty.
fashion.
With that, the ball
So
game
now
is
all we gotta
over.
do is hope the Steelers did not win. If the Steelers didn't win, we win the division. Other than that, look at stats. Let's get right back into this main menu to see if the Steelers lost. Steelers won. So right now, if this game doesn't get played, if this game were to not get played, we would win the division. But if we lose the division title because of a tiebreaker rule. If we win the division. It's as simple as that. I'll see you guys for the Week 18 game versus the Steelers. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And again, a devastating loss. And that will be it for me today. Thanks for watching, everyone.